Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. It is my great pleasure to present my ongoing research titled A Study on Techniques and the Style of Taiwanese Performance of Popular Songs. This presentation will walk you through the research methods I'm using to explore Taiwanese unique vocal techniques, stylistic characteristics, and the cultural context of her performances. Today's presentation will cover the following sections: introduction and background, research questions, methodology overview, preliminary research literature review, literature examples, preliminary conclusions, future research methods, score and performance analysis, reflections and limitations, final conclusion and references. Taiwan Wei is a representative figure in contemporary Chinese popular music, known for her fusion of traditional vocal aesthetics and modern singing techniques. Her work not only demonstrates technical mastery, but also reflects powerful emotional delivery and social commentary. However, in academic circles, particularly within vocal pedagogy, scholarly discussions on her artistry remain limited. My research seeks to bridge this gap by analyzing her vocal performance from both musical and cultural perspectives. This study aims to analyze Taiwanese vocal techniques such as breath control, dynamic range, belting, and transitions across vocal registers. Explore her stylistic diversity, integrating rock, folk, ethnic, and theoretical elements. Examine how her performance style is shaped by cultural, gender, and social factors. Provide interpretive insights that may benefit vocal performance and teaching practices in contemporary Chinese pop music. The central research questions are: what are the defining vocal and stylistic characteristics of Taiwanese popular song performances? How does she navigate between genres and vocal aesthetics, such as pop, folk, rock, operatic elements? What social cultural messages are conveyed through her vocal interpretation and stage performance? How can vocalists and educators draw from her techniques to develop expressive contemporary performance? This research adopts a qualitative approach including literature review, exploring existing vocal and musicology scholarship on popular music and Chinese vocal styles, score and lyric analysis, examining melodic structure, phrasing, articulation, and word painting, performance analysis, studying live and recorded performances using video or audio observation, practice, based reflection, applying certain techniques in my own vocal work to assess their pedagogical value. While qualitative research offers depth, it also presents limitations. Subjectivity in vocal access to scores may be limited due to published materials. Performance analysis is interpretive and context-specific. To balance this, I will include peer discussion and possibly short interviews with other vocal professionals. I will apply select techniques in my own vocal practice, reflecting phrasing and breath timing, practicing belting while preserving vocal health, animating stylistic transitions in real performance scenarios, These reflections will be recorded and used to assess both challenges and adaptability. In the preliminary stage of this research, I have primarily adopted literature-based analysis to build a theoretical framework for understanding Tamil Wei's vocal style and artistic identity. Through a review of both academic articles and media commentary, I explored how critics, scholars, and audiences have described and interpreted Tamil Wei's performance style. The literature constantly highlights her fusion of traditional vocal colors with contemporary pop aesthetics, her use of powerful belting techniques, and her strong emotional delivery, especially in songs that carry social or cultural significance. This phase of research has helped me define the key characteristics of her performance style: balance of technical virtuosity and emotional intensity, frequent integration of theoretical expression, and the unique ability to adapt her voice to various genres and messages. These insights lay a solid foundation for the next stage of my study, which will involve score analysis and performance interpretation. The vocal identity and expressive techniques of Tamil Wei in Chinese popular music, Journal of Music Research. This article provides a foundational overview of Tamil Wei's vocal style within the broader context of Chinese popular music. Zhao emphasizes Tan's distinctive combination of classical vocal training and pop sensibilities, highlighting her ability to blend folk, bel canto, and pop rock techniques. The article was particularly useful in defining the core features of Tan's style, namely, her dynamic range, dramatic interpretation, and flexibility in switching registers. Moreover, Zhao discusses how her vocal choices reflect not only technical skill, but also the intentional shaping of identity. Especially in songs with feminist or ethnic themes. This saw service as a theoretical basis for identifying Tan's key vocal characteristics and contextualizing them with both musical and cultural frameworks. Cultural representation in Tamil Wei songs, a case study of Xiangchuan music and society. Li's article explores Xiangchuan, one of Tamil Wei's representative songs, as a case study in how music can convey cultural and ethnic identity. The analysis focused on Tan's vocal delivery, which integrates Tibetan melodic elements and vocal colors to reflect her personal background and the song's original roots. Li also analyzed the lyrics and production techniques, arguing that Tan constructs and layered cultural narratives through her voice and musical choices. This literature supports my preliminary investigation into how performance style is shaped by cultural symbolism and artistic intention. It also highlights how Tan's technical and stylistic decisions are deeply informed by the song's subject matter and social meaning. Sound and social commentary. The political power of Tamil Wei's Wuming contemporary music studies. Chen's article offers a compelling analysis of Wuming as a form of vocal activism. The author discusses how Tamil Wei uses her voice to embody the experience of marginalized women, employing intensity, sustained power and controlled vibrato to convey both vulnerability and strength. The article also examines the song's structure and arrangement, suggesting that minimal instrumentation places more emotional weight on the vocal line. This source greatly informs my understanding of how performance style intersects with social narrative. It shows how Taiwanese vocal techniques, such as breath control, dynamic contrast, and phrasing, are intentionally crafted to enhance the song's message and emotional resonance. From the preliminary research, I have drawn several key conclusions. Taiwanese performance merges diverse traditions: Chinese opera, Tibetan folk, and Western pop rock. The technical choices enhance lyrical meaning, often aligning with gender themes or cultural critique. The dramatic delivery is rooted in a deep emotional and physical commitment to the narrative. There is pedagogical value in studying her for both classical and contemporary vocalists. The next phase will expand into score and performance analysis, supported by comparative analysis of live vs studio performances, documentation of my own vocal experimentation, and interpretive decision-making. Selected works will be analyzed for melodic control and phrasing, rhythmic stylization and syncopation, use of ornamentation and vibrato, shifts between speech-like and lyrical passages. Performance analysis. This includes visual and auditory analysis of stage presence and gesture, observation of dynamic contrast, emotional build-up, and facial expression, use of microphone technique and physical movement as expressive tools, comparative study of Taiwanese interpretive differences across performances. This research not only aims to elevate Taiwanese vocal artistry, but also to contribute to a broader understanding of Chinese popular singing as a site of technical innovation, emotional expression, and cultural commentary. It also has strong pedagogical implications, offering tools and exploration for voice educators and performers alike. A complete bibliography will include academic journals on voice and musicology, interviews, documentaries, and articles on Taiwanese, books on vocal technique and performance theory, cultural and gender studies in contemporary Chinese music. Thank you so much for your attention. I welcome any questions or comments regarding my research, methodology, or further directions.